Welcome to another week of A Friendly Nudge. So this week we're making a Lebanese-inspired coleslaw. Whenever summertime hits, it's like coleslaw is something that I make, on a fairly regular basis, and I'm always looking to try to change it up a little bit. So we're using red and green cabbage. We're using some scallions. I'm only going to use the juice of one of those lemons. I underestimated how much juice there was. Black pepper, salt, dried sumac, some pistachios, a clove of garlic, and then some honey and olive oil and mint. And this thing's going to come together real well, and I think you're going to love this one. And you can also kind of play around with it and kind of make your own adjustments to it. So, what we're going to do is we're going to make the dressing part first. We're going to smash a clove of garlic just to get the skin off of it. And then I'm going to put it in a garlic press to be able to mince it. To me, this is just a little easier. So get that in there. And then I am going to use this citrus press that I got. It's great for making cocktails, but it's also it's handy because it lets you kind of measure easily because it's got a spout on the side of it. So that half of a lemon got us halfway there because we're looking for a quarter of a cup of lemon juice. You can make, you can add a little more. You can go up to six tablespoons, but, I think this is going to be the right amount. And then it's a half a cup of extra virgin olive oil. Put that in there. And then there's the lemon juice. And now we're going to add the garlic. And then we're going to add the sumac, and that's a half a teaspoon of salt, and then a half a teaspoon of black pepper. I should have put a teaspoon and a half of honey in. I ended up putting that in at the end on top of the salad. But yeah, 1.5 teaspoons of honey. And then you just want to shred the cabbage really fine. I'm only using a half a head of the green cabbage and a half a head of the red. You want to cut the core out of it, and then cut it in half, and then just cut it it kind of in fine pieces, just to where that it makes it easier to eat. But get all that in there. Yeah, this is one where we're just dumping everything into the same one that had the dressing in it. And I just, obviously cut the ends of the scallions off. And this is just a bunch of scallions. And then I want to go ahead and use the green parts too. And just, keep your fingertips out of the way. And use that. I use a bench scraper a lot of times. It just makes it easier. This is just a bunch of mint, and then just cut it up real fine. And I really like the brightness that the mint adds to it. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, here's the honey that I forgot. So this is probably not going to be the full teaspoon and a half. That's probably a teaspoon maybe. And then just give it a good stir. Just get it all mixed in. You've got all the, the dressing at the bottom. So you just want to and a lot of times too, I'll just get in there with my hands to make sure that I kind of get everything mixed together and get the dressing on it. And then I'm putting some pistachios on, and then some Za'atar, which is an herb mix that I like. Because I'm just adding it on, so that the pistachios don't get soggy. And then what I realized was, it needs just a little bit more salt. So add a little bit of salt to it. And this is delicious. Have a wonderful week. And by all means, be sure to play with your food. Y'all take care.